Hi, Kubrick Lover 1972 back with another video. We're either 42 or 43 now, I believe, in the series. I think this video is going to be relatively short because I don't think I'm going to do a long video for tonight. Tonight is Wednesday night. I'm doing this video. Um, and anyways, I chose two directors. Um, One who I only have three films of, and the other I have, let's see, one, two, three, four, five. So first director we'll get to is the guy the director who's done five. Excuse me, and that's Brian DePalma, and I have Scarface with Al Pacino. I do like this movie. I sort of view it as a guilty pleasure. I don't think it's. I think it's kind of. Well, the score isn't bad by Giorgio Moroder, but the songs are. I'm not wild about the songs, and some of the scenes are kind of don't work too well. Some of the dialogue is a little. Some of the scenes just don't seem that great to me. But it is a good story. It has a good story in it, and it's a very enjoyable movie. And basically, this guy, Tony Montana, who's a refugee from Cuba, basically he has no remorse. He'll do whatever it takes to gain power, and he starts as a refugee from Cuba and works his way up to this drug kingpin who's money laundering. He's he doesn't really have a moral balance or what have you. But it is a very, very enjoyable movie, and I have watched it quite a few times, so I enjoy this movie. But it's sort of a guilty pleasure to me. And since this film is not by DePalma, but since we're talking about Scarface, I also have the original Scarface with Paul Muni. It's produced by Howard Hughes and directed by Howard Hawks. It's got George Raft in it and Boris Karloff as well. I have not watched this. I hear this is a great movie. I think this happened. This film was shown in theaters back in the 1930s, I believe it was. Before they had a production code on violence and sex and all that kind of stuff. Maybe more so violence with this film. But anyways, I'm looking forward to watching this at some point. Next up is a film I have watched. I watched it relatively recently, and I really enjoyed it. It's Dressed to Kill. It came out in 1980, and it stars what's her name? Angie Dickinson. Yes. I'm going to read the back to you because I think this will help you understand that Brian De Palma ascended to the highest ranks of American suspense filmmaking with his virtuoso, explicit, erotic thriller. At once tongue-in-cheek and scary as hell, Dressed to Kill revolves around the grisly murder of a woman in Manhattan and how her psychiatrist, her brainiac teenage son, and the prostitute who witnessed the crime try to piece together what happened while the killer remains at large. With its masterfully executed scenes of horror, voluptuous camera work, and passionate score, Dressed to Kill is a veritable symphony of terror, enhanced by vivid performances by Angie Dickinson, Michael Caine, and Nancy Allen, and the police, the police detective in this film who's trying to figure this case out is played by the guy in NYPD Blue, Dennis Franz. Dennis Franz, yes. So it's got a really good score. The score is by Pino DiNaggio. And just sort of fast forwarding through these comments here. New conversations between DePalma and filmmaker Noah Baumbach. I do not have the criterion of Blowout, but Noah Baumbach and Brian DePalma talk to each other, and that Noah Baumbach also interviews DePalma on that criterion. This is a criterion, by the way. New interviews with actor Nancy Allen, producer George Lido, composer Pino Donaggio, shower scene body double Victoria Lynn Johnson, and poster photographic art director Stephen Sayedin. The Making of Dress to Kill 2001 documentary. New profile of cinematographer Ralph Bode featuring filmmaker Michael Apted. Interview with actor-director Keith Gordon from 2001. Pieces from 2001 about the different versions of the film and the cuts made to avoid an X rating. Gallery storyboards by DePalma and a trailer, and an essay by critic Michael Koreski. And this is a great twist, and you don't see it coming. So if you want to see a film that does this have a commentary on it? I guess it doesn't have a commentary, but Brian DePalma says that he gets accused of making movies that sort of are misogynistic and they're accused of misogynistic, and he says, that's just the type of films he makes, and he's not a misogynistic type of person. That's what makes his films what they are, So I enjoy them a lot. I enjoy this film, but if you haven't seen this film and you want to see a really good movie that you might not be aware of, because other films of his are probably more well known in the public eye, such as Scarface and other ones, but this one might be off the radar, and it's really a good movie to watch. You can watch it over again. It's really good. This film I have seen I didn't see this in the theater. I thought did I? No, I saw it on videotape when it first came out in the 80s. I bought this DVD. I've liked this movie. I just wanted to buy it on DVD, so I decided to buy it. And I bought it a while back. I haven't watched my copy yet, but it's The Untouchables. And it's a story about Al Capone, played by Robert De Niro, and Elliot Ness, played by Kevin Costner, with his three other guys that help him along, such as Andy Garcia and Sean Connery, and Charles Martin Smith. Maybe that's the other fellow cop that is working with the three other guys. Sean Connery won an Oscar for this film. Elliot Ness is basically, he's going to do whatever it takes to bring Capone down. The special features got the script, the chaos, production, and stories, reinventing the genre, the classic original featurette, The Men, and a theatrical trailer. So I'm not looking forward to watching that again, but I'm not, at some point I'll carve out some time and take a look. These two films I haven't seen of De Palma's. This one's called The Black Dahlia. Stars Josh Hartnett, Scarlett Johansson, Aaron Eckhart, and Hilary Swank. Inspired by the most notorious unsolved murder in California history, from the acclaimed director of Scarface and the author of LA Confidential, comes a spellbinding thriller, The Black Dahlia. Two ambitious cops, Lee Blanchard, Aaron Eckhart, and Bucky Bleichart, Josh Hartnett, investigate the shocking murder of an aspiring young starlet. With a corpse so mutilated that photos are kept from the public. The case becomes an obsession for the men, and their lives begin to unravel. Blanchard's relationship with his girlfriend, Kay, Scarlett Johansson, deteriorates, while Bleichert finds himself drawn to the enigmatic Malin, Hilary Swank, a wealthy woman with a dark and twisted connection to the victim. It's got over 40 minutes of compelling bonus features, including reality and fiction, the story of the Black Dahlia, sit down with best-selling novelist James Ellroy, LA Confidential, as he gives his in-depth perspective on the Black Dahlia crime, the case file, go behind the scenes to meet the filmmakers, actors, and crew who brought an infamous legend to the screen. The DePalma touch, see how acclaimed director Brian DePalma brings his unique and shocking visual style to the film. So, let's see if there's anything inside. No, just the disc. And the last DePalma film I have is Femme Fatale with Antonio Banderas and Rebecca Romaine Stamos. I don't think she's married to John Stamos anymore. I think it's just Rebecca Romaine. 2 thumbs up from Ebert and Roper. I have not watched this film. My friend has watched it. He says it's very good. I'm looking forward to watching it. I'll just read the back for you. Sexy thriller, superb style and craftsmanship. Roger Ebert, Chicago Sun-Times. A $10 million diamond ripoff, a stolen identity, a new life married to a diplomat. Laura Ashe has risked big, but then a tabloid shutterbug snaps her picture in Paris. Suddenly, enemies from Laura's secret past know who and where she is, and they all want their share of this diamond heist, or her life, or both. Brian De Palma shows again why he's an erotic thriller master, with this edgy mind-blower. It's both a gripping stunner and a twisty display of virtuoso filmmaking. Rebecca Romaine Stamos plays Laura, a self-admitted bad girl, and about to get worse as she ensnares the photog, Antonio Banderas, in her web of self-preservation. An irresistible mix of style and story, Femme Fatale will utterly seduce you. And the bonus features are get voyeuristic and take 3 tantalizing peeks at the filmmaking process with the stars, director, and more. From dream to reality, dream within, a dream, and Femme Fatale, behind the scenes, Femme Fatale, Dressed to Kill montage, North American and French theatrical trailers. So that's Femme Fatale. So now we're going to the next director. I have 3 of his movies. This one, I think I've watched parts of it. It's by Russ Meyer, Faster Pussycat Kill Kill. I remember visiting my father one time, and we were going to go see this movie, but when we got to the theater, it had already been playing. Maybe it was sold out. I think it was just, it had already started playing, so we didn't see it. But I bought it, and I've only watched parts of it. But it's not that I don't want to watch it. I just haven't got around to watching it. My friend, again, he watched this, and I think he liked it a lot. Faster Pussycat Kill Kill is the story of a new breed of superwoman emerging out of the ruthlessness of our times. We were introduced to 3 buxom go-go girls, Varla, Rosie, and Billy, wildly dancing the Watusi before the leers, jeers, and lecherous come-ons of their drooling all-male audience. The violence, implicit in the girls' tease, is quickly moved out of the microcosmic bar into the outside world as they literally let go of themselves, embarking on a wild, violent, deadly journey of vengeance on all men. Varla, the outrageously abundant karate master, leader of the pack, breaks the arms and back of one man, runs her Porsche over 2 others, grinds a 4th, a muscle man, against a wall, Her violent nature eventually and deliberately leads her down the path of self-destruction, dragging her two quixotic cohorts along with her. It's got 4 theatrical trailers, a photo gallery, colorful brochure. So here's the back. Russ Meyer was into like big-breasted woman. That was his big deal. He's no longer alive. He passed away a few years ago. I guess these are just postcards, maybe. I think. Yeah, this is the postcard. And I think this was made in the 60s I think it was the 60s this was made in. So then, another film he made, I did watch some of the first part of it. I never finished I never finished the rest of it. But I will go back at a certain point and try to finish the rest of it. It's Russ Meyer's Fanny Hill. Cult filmmaker Russ Meyer takes on directorial duties in Zugsmith's adaptation of the notorious erotic classic Fanny Hill. Set in pre-Victorian London, young Fanny finds herself taken in by a madam at one of the city's most elite brothels. A strange mix of Zugsmith's surreal slapstick and Meyer's trademark buxom beauties and thoughtful satire. Fanny Hill's the overtop saga of low-rent thrills and highbrow settings. So in case you're wondering who Zugmuth is, I should have read the paragraph above it, but I'll read that now. Acclaimed producer Albert Zugsmith, Touch of Evil, The Incredible Shrinking Man, crafted some of the strangest and most unlikely exploitation films of the 60s. Vinegar Syndrome presents the Blu-ray debut of 2 of his rarest works. Okay. Yeah, okay, Zugsmith. Because I know the second one in this, called The Phantom Gunslinger, is not a Russ Meyer movie. It's called a mind-numbing blend of surrealism and slapstick comedy drone as a self-aware parody of westerns. Stars Troy Donahue as Phil Peace Phillips, fresh out of divinity school and living in the frontier town of Yucca Flats. When a gang of 7 criminals take the town hostage, it's up to Phil to save the village or die trying again and again. Both films have been restored from the original negatives and are being offered on DVD and Blu-ray fully uncut for the first time. So, and the bonus features are the Zugsmith Connection featurette with Fanny Hill, star Yuli Lomel, video interview with film historian Eric Schaffer, reversible cover art for the Phantom Gunslinger. So here's the back. Oops. And the Fanny Hill character is just this naive. She's just a naive young woman who's basically, like it says, taking advantage of. She needs a place to stay, and she gets caught up in the web of a brothel and what that kind of life entails. So, last one I'm going to show you, I'm not really going to gloss over that much because I did when I bought Criterion's during the last Barnes and Noble sale, I showed this in that video. So I'm just showing it because it's the Russ Meyer movie. So it's Beyond the Valley of the Dolls. Yeah, so I read about this. If you want to know what I said about this, take a look at the one that says it's now it was in December, I believe, that I did that. So it'd be like 3 or 4 months back, or 5 months back, or something like that. More than 3 months. It'd be 5 months. I mean, 4 months, 4 or 5 months ago. You'll see something like my Criterion Hall or something like that. Click on that, and you'll see my talk about my thoughts and what this is all about. I haven't watched this yet, and maybe I'll give a review of this when I do so. This is a film. I'll just mention this, that this is a Criterion. Also, that it's a film that the co-screenwriter of this movie was Roger Ebert. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this at some point. And I also have Valley of the Dolls, and the only thing that's shared is in common with that one and this one is they both have the title Valley of the Dolls, but they have no connection beyond that. So, anyways, that's a video. I don't know where we'll go next. I might go with the towers at this point. I was going to go with the bookcase in between, but I think I'll skip that until I get to the end. And at that point, it'll be more miscellaneous. I also mentioned that I have, directors, but I also, directors that I'm going to do before I go to the miscellaneous route. But I also have a few music DVDs and Blu-rays. Do I have any Blu-ray music DVDs? Maybe I don't, but I have music DVDs and, like concerts. And I don't know if I have any music videos. I have some music videos on tape, but anyways, I think I'm going to try and take those music DVDs and put them in one video. So you'll be seeing that at some point. So enough chatter. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Okay, thanks a lot. And I think this is going to be the only video I put up tonight on Wednesday. So within the next few days, I'll try and get back on the computer and put some more stuff on. Okay, thanks a lot. See you later. Bye.